Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa live channel where I read you some cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. Yeah, I cut it pretty close there. I had to pour out this cup of coffee. I was like going, what's all in here? Grabbed a new fresh cup and now it's all pretty good. You're probably going, it's 5 o'clock. Why are you having a coffee? Well, after this video, so we gotta break apart all these news articles. I'm here at the Crypto Club till at least 1 o'clock, even though we close at 8, but I do it because I enjoy it. But yeah, let me take one more sip. We got a couple news articles for you today. One of them being the leverage ETF or MicroStrategy ETF, which is pretty interesting. More exposure to people to get into Bitcoin, but why not just own Bitcoin? We got Iran offering like $20 for people to disclose underground miners out there. And Vitalik Buterin donates at least $500,000 of animal-themed tokens to a charity. So yeah, tons of articles to go through. Let's dive right on into it. So that first one is the Vitalik Buterin one. It's coming from Cointelegraph. And Vitalik Buterin donates over $500,000 in animal-themed coins to charity. Vitalik Buterin urged the community to send the meme coin token funds they want to send him directly to charities, and that seems like a pretty cool thing to do. Now let's find out which charity he does do it with. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin revealed that he had donated all the animal-themed meme coins he received last year to charity focused on animal welfare. On August 15th, Buterin posted on X that he had finished donating animal coins to charity. He shared a receipt for the donation to the effective Altruism Fund's Animal Welfare Fund. Awesome, an animal shelter. Love it. Way to go. Now, the receipt shows that on August 14th, Buterin sent 200 ETH worth $532,398 to the charity fund. Here's that receipt that he posted on X, formerly Twitter, which I will still always call Twitter, and it doesn't really matter if you care or not about it. But yeah, but Buterin also urged the meme coin community to send the crypto they want to send him directly to charities. He also said that since 2024, the community should do more sophisticated public goods funding. Funding? What's he saying right here? Look at it. He's going like the sophisticated public goods funding, not funding. But interesting. I don't know why I focused too much on that. But pointing toward his previous blog post on meme coins. But meme coins dump after Buterin sells the holdings. The charity donation came about through an unusual series of events. A meme coin project called Nero Ethereum attempted to use Buterin to gain attention, and their strategy paid off when Buterin sold the tokens. Following his sell, the token's price initially dropped by 60%. However, shortly after his transaction, the price surged by 200%. So I guess it was a nice little win-win. People were scared, and then it pumped, so not bad at all. Now, the meme coin Nero Ethereum's X account tagged Buterin and published a post asking the Ethereum co-founder to donate some of the proceeds to charity, they wrote. They were like, our humble ask is that you donate part of the proceeds to Stray Dog Shelter, and thank you for building our playground. Yes, because he is the creator of Ethereum. Now, in a reply on X, Buterin shared the donation receipt confirming that the charitable contribution had been made. Meme coin tokens for public good. Buterin also previously criticized celebrity meme coins tokens, saying he was quite unhappy with this cycle's celebrity experimentation. On June 5th, he said that the financialization should serve a purpose for the public good. He believes it should bring value to society by promoting art and creativity, supporting open source software, or improving healthcare. Buterin's most responded to the possibility of Iggy Azalea's backed Mother Iggy Mother meme coin becoming the mother of the celebrity experimentation phase, which kind of was. It was Mother and then Andrew Tate's. But while this cycle celebrity involvement left Buterin dissatisfied, he praised Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis' Stoner's Cat project, which used non-fungible tokens to fund an animated show. At least Stoner Cats funded an actual show, whereas the meme coins lack substance and purpose, Buterin wrote. So yeah, so some of the meme coins out there he was cool with because it actually did a purpose. Some of you may have dissatisfaction and taste to Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis all because of that whole case. I didn't really pay attention to it at all, so it didn't really affect me. And I don't even know how it should affect you, so why should you even care? But no, with their NFT project, though, was actually, funded an actual show out there rather than the Iggy Azalea one, the Mother token, and the Andrew Tate one, and all these Trump meme tokens. Like, they're not really serving a purpose out there. They're just pretty much money grabs, and that's it. At least that one made a show out of it. But no, so pretty cool that Vitalik donated at least $500,000 to the dog shelter. I love dogs. You know, me and Baxter, we're companions. We're side by side. So that's awesome that he did that. But that is our first article we got for you. Let's move on to our next one on how MicroStrategy's got a leverage ETF. Yeah, so this one's coming from the Bitcoin magazine. And the SEC approves the first leverage MicroStrategy ETF. The SEC approved the first leverage single stock ETF targeting MicroStrategy, which offers amplified Bitcoin exposure due to its large holdings. The 175% daily leverage MSTX ETF is issued by Defiance ETFs. So yeah, I still don't really get a good idea of these ETFs, how they work. I just know you're not really in control of the crypto. It's like these are the people who like want to maybe like dip their toes in it, but they don't want to hold on to it, take custody of it, and they're not really actually getting it. They're just filling bags. But this has to do with something. So let's read this article and find out a little bit more. The Securities and Exchange Commission has approved the launch of MSTX, the first leveraged single stock ETF targeting MicroStrategy. The ETF will seek to deliver 175% of MicroStrategy's stock daily return. Now, here's the tweet from Bitcoin Magazine showing the approval from the SEC for this. So, Now, MSTX is issued by Defiance ETFs, which focuses on the thematical and leverage ETFs. According to Defiance CEO Sylvia Jablonski, the leveraged MicroStrategy ETF offers amplified exposure to Bitcoin since MicroStrategy is one of the largest corporate holders. Now, as of quarter 2 of 2024, MicroStrategy held about 226,500 Bitcoin on its balance sheet. The company took on debt to acquire most of its Bitcoin, making the stock a leveraged Bitcoin play itself. Now, Jablonski said, given that MicroStrategy's inherent beta compared to Bitcoin, MSTX offers a unique opportunity for investors to maximize their leverage exposure to the Bitcoin market within an ETF wrapper. Now, the leverage ETF pursues daily investment objectives, meaning performance is amplified but varies over long periods. So MSTX carries added risk from using leverage and concentration in a single stock. Now, senior ETF analysis for Bloomberg, Eric Bashunas, commented on X that a leveraged MicroStrategy ETF will be the most volatile ETF you can get in the U.S. market. So I guess that's basically kind of interesting for investors out there because a lot of us like crypto because it's so volatile. It's like you make gains so fast. So I wonder what the volatility is going to be for this. Let's see. Now, the SEC has recently allowed leveraged single stock ETFs after years of rejecting proposals. Granite Shares and Direxion also have approval for a 3 times leveraged Tesla and Apple ETF, respectively. However, leveraged equity ETFs remain a small niche, accounting for less than 1% of the overall ETF assets. Now, Defiance hopes MSTX can break out from the pack within the Bitcoin link, but the first of its kind ETF. Now, ultimate success will depend on investors, reception, and MicroStrategy performance as a Bitcoin proxy. So this is just a wait and see how it goes. But no, it's pretty cool that the SEC made that approval of it. And yeah, the first one of its kind. So yeah, way to go. But that is that news for you. I wish I could go into more depth with it, but again, I don't understand it. I'm just really reading the news. I'm going, how can this affect Bitcoin's price? Well, it's definitely going to fill their bag, so they're going to buy it up. And then, honestly, it's like I feel like they're just waiting to just shoot that price up, and then people will realize, like, wait, what? I can't get Bitcoin anymore. Like once they raise the price up, or get that price to go up, it'll be like, oh, you're going to have such a hard time trying to get a hold of it. But we'll see what happens with this and Bitcoin's price as a whole. But yeah, so that is that news article. Let's move on. What else do we got going on? Oh, stablecoin news. This one's coming from Crypto Briefing. And Circle will soon enable NFC contactless payments for USDC on iPhone, says the CEO. As Apple opens up the NFC chip on its devices, crypto developers can explore new ways to integrate their services into the ecosystem. Interesting. So will you use this? I don't know. Like people do like the one tap, they take their phone, boop, paid, it's done. But again, they're using USDC and everyone usually favors Tether USDT over that. But it's cool. Let's go over this and learn a little bit more about it. So Circle is set to offer NFC contactless transactions for USDC payments on the iPhone, said the company's CEO Jeremy Allaire in a recent statement. Here is a post on X that tap to pay using USD on iPhones is incoming soon while devs start your engines or engineers. Now, the upcoming features will leverage Apple's latest decision to let third-party developers use the iPhone's near-field communication chip and secure element technology. Apple will charge fees for using this technology, and Allaire said that previously the NFC features were limited to Apple's Wallet app and Apple Pay. The new policy would enable point-of-sale systems to interact directly with blockchain-enabled iPhone wallets and facilitating them seamless USDC transactions. Now, for instance, an iOS wallet supporting USDC could enable users to send funds to NFC-enabled devices like payment terminals or iPhones with a single touch. The new functionality will not be limited to USDC, but will also extend to other digital assets like non-fungible tokens and different stablecoins such as the EURC Allaire added. So I guess still not USDT, but that'd be pretty interesting to send your NFTs over with just a tap. I would definitely love to see how that works, but we'll find out. But last month, Circle became the first global stablecoin issuer license under Europe's MICA, enabling it to issue USDC and EURC. However, it is important to note that Apple's new APIs for the NFC and SE will be rolled out in Australia, Brazil, Canada, Japan, New Zealand, and the US, as well as the UK, but not in the EU yet. So hold your horses, EU. We'll eventually get there, but we know how strict your rules are. But how is the NFC technology and crypto setting like? So I think this is kind of the first of its kind for doing it, but NFC technology is widely used in mobile payment systems as it allows users to make quick transactions with a simple tap. Integration of technology now into the crypto ecosystem can also provide multiple benefits. NFC-enabled crypto wallets will allow users to swiftly send and receive crypto without needing complex QR codes or lengthy addresses. Businesses can also leverage the NFC to create loyalty programs that reward customers with crypto for purchases, and customers can tap their NFC-enabled devices at checkout to earn tokens, which can later be redeemed for discounts or other benefits. So yeah, it seems like there's quite a couple benefits to it, but also this tap technology though kind of scares me a little bit. For us, what about the hacking side of it? Like, what's the security risks behind that? Can someone just literally walk by your phone, tap, oh look, they just received some of crypto out of your wallet? So we'll see how the security performs with this, but cool concept right now. But yeah, that's USDC coming to Apple and one tap. So yeah, very interesting. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's move on. What else is happening now? Oh, looks like Binance is returning to India. I guess they left after a 7-month hiatus. But yeah, this article is coming from Cointelegraph, and Binance returns to India as a registered crypto exchange following its 7-month ban. Binance returns to India after registering with the FIU/NID, marking its 19th global regulatory milestone. So they got back in. Crypto exchange Binance has reappeared on India's Google Play Store and Apple App Store following a 7-month ban due to the non-compliance with our local regulations. On August 15th, Binance's website and Android and iOS apps were made available for crypto investors in India. Speaking to Cointelegraph, Binance confirmed that it had registered as a reporting entity with India's Financial Intelligence Unit, a legal compliance requirement for all crypto exchanges operating in India against money laundering. Here's a tweet from Binance of how they're going live. They're now registered. It's the 19th global regulatory milestone. And now our website and app are fully available for Indian users. And you can read more on it on their actual Binance webpage. But India banned Binance for its non-compliance a couple months ago. The FIUIND, a government agency dedicated to collecting intelligence on financial offenses, had blocked the website URLs and mobile applications of Binance and 8 other crypto exchanges that failed to register with law enforcement in January. Now, by April, an unconfirmed report had revealed Binance's intention to pay a fine of $2.25 million imposed by the FIU for non-compliance and make a comeback in India. While Binance is registered with the Indian government agency, the exchange did not confirm if it had to pay the previously imposed penalty for its non-compliance. Speaking of Binance's well-received re-entry in India, Binance CEO Richard Tang said that recognizing the vitality and potential of the Indian virtual digital asset market, this alignment with the Indian regulations allows us to tailor our services for Indian users. Now, Binance registered with Indian authorities. So, Binance announced that the Indian registration as its 19th global regulatory milestone and highlighted the country's ranks in the top 5 by estimated transaction volumes across all crypto ecosystems. Now, by registering with the Indian government, Binance will be implementing an anti-money laundering policies and a framework for combating the financial of terrorism in the market or in the Indian market. Tang added that our commitment to the stringent regulation forms a fundamental part of our business strategy, and it's about fostering a secure, transparent, and efficient environment. Now, prior to India, Binance bagged Dubai's crypto license in April, and Binance received its virtual asset service provider license after co-founder Changpeng Zhao gave up his voting power in the exchange's local entity, according to Bloomberg. So yeah, I haven't heard from CZ in a while. I forgot what his sentence was. Has he served it yet? Is it all done? But Richard Tang has been in his place as a new CEO, and looks like they're making waves, making a comeback, and just getting everything back on track. So that's the Binance news for getting re-entered into India. No, get a sip of coffee. Yeah, sometimes reading a lot gets to my voice a little bit. Pretty soon I'll be sounding like Bitcoin Ben. Hi, kid. Love you, brother. All right, let's move on. What else is happening in the news? Looks like Uniswap has a pretty nice little prize and challenge going on right now. This one's coming from the crypto economy, and Uniswap launches security challenge with the biggest prize in DeFi history ahead of the V4 protocol release. So I wonder what that prize is. Let's find out together. So Uniswap Labs, the main company behind the decentralized exchange of the same name, has announced the launch of a security audit competition with an impressive prize of $2.35 million for its upcoming protocol, known as V4. The prize represents the largest fund for a security competition in the decentralized finance sector to date. The competition is designed to enhance the security of the new protocol, which will be introduced with several innovations to the platform. Now here's a tweet from them. We're teaming up with Uniswap FND and at Cantonese for largest security competition. The prize is $2.35 million up for grabs, and the competition starts on September 4th. Let's see what this little ad looks like. Find a bug and win a prize. And then they showcase that. Ooh, look at that prize pool. Yeah, so that was a nice little ad they showed. Now, the purpose of the contest is to fund independent audits of the Uniswap V4 smart contract and its universal router system, a novel feature that will allow swaps between ERC20 tokens and non-fungible tokens. The organizers argue that audits are essential in the crypto industry as once smart contracts are deployed, they cannot be modified, and any vulnerability could be exploited by the attack. So they want to be certain that it's safe. So yeah, not bad for make the prize worth it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to find every little thing they can. Now, what innovations will Uniswap present with this? Well, Uniswap V4 will bring several significant changes. One of the main innovations is the introduction of hooks or smart contract plugins that will allow greater customization in liquidity pools. These customizations include the ability to set dynamic fees on-chain, limit orders, and specific oracles for various applications. The changes are designed to provide users and liquidity providers with an enhanced and more flexible experience. And another important improvement in the update is the consolidation of all liquidity pools into a single contract aimed at reduction transactions costs and associated with creating new pools and executing trades. This new approach will also lower fees for users and liquidity providers, improving the overall efficiency of the platform. Now, despite the expectations of the launch of the Uniswap V4 has sparked some controversy. Similar to the previous version of the V4, it will be released under a 4-year business source license, which has been criticized by some community members for being a violation of the open source ethos that characterizes many crypto technologies. Now, the competition will start on September 4th and run until the end of the month. During this period, anyone can submit vulnerabilities in the protocol's code, and rewards will be allocated based on the severity of the discovered bugs and the quality of the documentation provided. So you have a couple weeks to do that. So it starts September 4th and ends at the end of the month. But yeah, so that's the Uniswap challenge news. And let's see, I know there's another offering out there, and another, not Uniswap, but I think our next article is going to go over. I think the government of Iran uh, offering like $20 or something. No. But let's move on to our next article, and that one is it's loading up. Yes, Iran offers $20 reward to citizens who can report underground crypto miners. Oh, what's this little pop-up ad, which is probably a scam? Boom, gone, out of sight, out of mind. But ooh, $20. Ooh, like when I first saw that, I was like going, that seems very low compared to I just covered the article on Uniswap offering $2.35 million. But then after I saw that, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Iran's a whole other country out there. Like, what is their usually like cost average? So I had to definitely look that up, and yeah, it's definitely a lot cheaper. Like the cost of living, like let's see, a family of four is just estimated at around $1,250 without rent. Like that's being able to cover a family of four for just that little. Sure, it's not covering rent, but I wonder what the rent is out there. That's still less than my rent alone, and that's just me living on my own. Let's see, I believe they even said like food prices, or let's see, McDonald's pricing is like $4. Like here in America, it's like $10 already just for one person. Local cheese, $1.74 a pound. What? Oh my gosh, cheese is so expensive. So yeah, Iran is pretty. Yeah, so I guess $20 will go a long way. But will you do it? Is this really a crypto mining problem with their country, or is it more of just an energy, just grid situation they got on their hand? They're trying to point the finger. Well, I don't know. But let's go over this article, learn a little bit more about this offer. So, a serious power crisis is what Iran is currently going through, and an unprecedented heat wave only serves to further deteriorate the situation in a bizarre bid to crack down on the issue. The government of Iran has just announced a $20 bounty for citizens to act as informants on illegal cryptocurrency mining operations within the country. One state run electricity company has already started this campaign, Tavanir, and it fights the unauthorized consumption of subsidized electricity, which officials say contributes to the ongoing power shortages hounding the country. Now, heat wave and power shortages are happening. The current heat wave has pushed temperatures into Iran at a scorching 49.7 degrees Celsius or 121 degrees Fahrenheit. Ugh, nasty. That's the hottest periods that have hit in 50 years. Now, this brought about rampant power outages, which affected daily life and industrial production. Chief executive of Tavanir, Mustafa Rajabi Mashadi, now says that the illegal miners are just taking advantage of the situation and consuming a lot of electricity without authorization. He said that these operations were not just small, they consume electricity equivalent to the requirement of an entire province, putting unbearable pressure to the national grid. Now, here's the chart showcasing Iran's share of Bitcoin mining, estimates based on data collected, and the estimate based on the total Bitcoin mining power, which landed there. Now, the Iranian government has banned cryptocurrency mining before in 2021, citing the same concerns about consuming a huge volume of energy. It later lifted the ban, at least partially because of economic pressure from U.S. sanctions. Now, with the grid under strain, officials are taking an even harder stance. They feel that incentivizing members of the public to turn into illegal miners could help alleviate some of the pressure on the electricity. No, I'm not sure about that. But the bounty system is that this new bounty system will pay 1 million tomon for information leading to the confiscation of the unauthorized mining operation and its hardware. Now, according to reports, the financial incentive is supposed to encourage citizens to act against illegal miners who often set up shop in public facilities like schools and mosques and locations that benefit from subsidized electricity and were therefore prime targets for the unauthorized mining setup. Now, reports also have it that more than 230,000 illegal mining devices have already been seized, consuming 800 to 900 megawatts of power. Now, to put that in perspective, local authorities compared the consumption of Markazi province's electricity needs and highlighted that providing this much electricity would require the construction of new 1,300 megawatt power plant. Now, the broader implications of this, the Iranian government is clamping down on the illegal mining of cryptocurrency as part of a larger approach to managing the nation's energy resources properly. Much as crypto mining might be highly rewarding, it has serious implications for energy use and environmental sustainability. Now, some critics argue that targeting cryptocurrency mining as a prime cause for the shortfall in power supply is totally misplaced. Some experts find the real problem in grid mismanagement and the huge investments that are required for it. Now, crypto mining has had a boom in Iran over the past few years thanks to abundant natural gas and electricity. Yet, crypto mining has created a complex relationship with cryptocurrency that empowers the country to bypass sanctions on one hand and overload its power supply on the other. So, yeah, I think they should really just take a lesson from Texas and how it's actually helping stabilize their energy grid. Because, like, we've seen it at times of cold times, extreme cold weather, extreme heat. Like, these miners can just shut down their miners and for like a brief amount of time when they need it, and that excess energy gets distributed. But if they can just, they can just work on that with their citizens, I'm sure they'd be just fine. So they just shouldn't be pointing the fingers there. But that's Iran offering $20 to every citizen who reports on them. All right, I think we got about one more article for you today. Let's see. Wait, do I? Or was that the last one? Hold on. Nope, we got one more article for you. This one comes from Cointelegraph. An Australian regulator claims 58% of crypto ads on Facebook are scams. And I would say probably more. But Australian competition watchdog cited preliminary research that found more than half of the crypto ads on the platform breach Meta's policies or involve scams. Now, over half of crypto ads on Facebook are either scams or violate Meta's policies, according to Australia's competition watchdog, citing preliminary research. Now, in 2022, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission took Facebook parent company Meta to court over allegations that the company had aided and abetted celebrity crypto scam ads on Facebook, and a hearing date has yet to be set. Now, in the latest filing of the federal court, the ACC claims that during its preliminary analysis of crypto advertisements on the platform, upward of 58% of those reviewed violate Meta's advertising policies or potentially involve scams. Now, the ads which promote crypto investment scams use the image of high-profile Australians such as entrepreneur Dick Smith, billionaire former casino executive James Packer, Hollywood actors like Chris Hemsworth, Mel Gibson, Nicole Kidman, Russell Crowe, and former politician Mike Bard. Now, a specific figure is mentioned for possible losses associated with these scams, but the Australian government website Scam Watch shows that the investment scams are still most prominent way Aussies are losing money. Now, so far in 2024, there have been 3,456 reports of investment scams, totaling to over $78 million in losses. The ACCC says it's identified 600 ads during its investigation. However, it is now focused on just 234 of them and claims it could find other instances of celebrity scams after the discovery of the process in this case. Now, in December of 2023, billionaire Australian mining tycoon Andrew Forrest sued Meta over the Facebook ads that used deep fakes of his image to promote the scam crypto scheme. Now, it was originally thrown out, but the United States judge gave the case a green light to proceed in June. Now, at the same time, the regulator argues that since at least January of 2018, Meta has been aware of the significant proportion of cryptocurrency advertisements on the Facebook platform and having used misleading or deceptive promotional practices. Advertisers are required to agree that certain contractual terms, which include compliance with Meta's advertising policies, these policies prohibit advertisements which promote schemes using deceptive or misleading practices. The ACCC said that according to the Australian watchdog, Meta does possess the technical ability or could have developed technology to place warnings on suspected ads, warning users they should exercise care when interacting. Now, it's alleged that while Meta takes down individual ads once complaints are received and on occasion bans associated accounts, it continues to show and earn revenue from similar ads featuring the same celebrity or other public figures. So it makes sense that they're making money off of it and rather wait to report on it. But Meta claims its safety center that invests in products and support systems to keep the scammers out and delete fake accounts. Now, Statista data estimates that in the fourth quarter of 2023, Facebook took action on 691 million fake accounts, down from 827 million in its previous quarter and the high of 2.2 billion fake profiles in 2019. Cointelegraph has contacted Meta for comment on the ACCC's allegations and has yet to be heard from. And that's pretty much every time we try to report on or hear from them. But no, so to be safe out there, just do not click on anything on any social media platform, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I've been throwing what else is there? Telegram, Discord, just any social media platform or pop-up ad. Don't do it. It's a scam. The only true way to do well in this space is just buy it and hodl it and keep it in your own possession. Like, there's too many scams out there. Don't think you're going to get rich quick, because that's not the space. But just be careful out there. That's the Australian news report on Facebook scams. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Now let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index right now. Where are we at with that? Let's see, let this load up. Bitcoin's price is at 57,000 currently. And yep, that definitely dropped our Fear and Greed Index down to 43. We're at 55. So because of this dip, people are fearful. See how I always show this to you guys and just showcase, like, when the price goes down, it's really just tracking people's emotions. So people get fearful, they sell, and people like us who want to just hodl and keep filling our bags, we'll buy it up. So this just really gives you a nice little idea of, yep, buy when people are fearful and then take caution when people are greedy. But that is it for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if so, smash that thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.